what students can expect for fall 2021,
and what thrilling event you can participate in.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Josue Cuevas.
And I'm Ava Wainhouse. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
WSU will proceed with their plans for in-person classes. Decision to move forward comes after WSU announced that all students must be required to be vaccinated for fall 2021.
Our intent is that classes will be predominantly in person. The cutoff, if you will, is if you're in a class that has 100 or more students, that's when we would probably do some sort of a hybrid.
WSU expects students will still be wearing masks in classes.
WSU reports no new COVID-19 cases Wednesday. There are 16 active cases at the school, which is down from the 18 cases reported Tuesday. Whitman County has yet to provide a pandemic update today. Fans can expect to still attend games in Seattle, even if King County goes back to Phase 2. Reporter Chris Mitchell has more on the story.
Thanks, Ava. I'm here outside Lumen Field and T-Mobile Park because professional and college sports are going to continue to stay at Phase 3 guidelines, despite the impending move back to Phase 2 for King County. What those guidelines are going to include are 25% capacity per section, or 9,000 people total at the venue. And there's even the Tacoma Rainiers playing tonight while Pierce County is still in Phase 2. And if you take a look behind me, you see Lumen Field, where the Seahawks are going to be taking their first player, maybe tonight, most likely tomorrow in the NFL draft. But keep looking forward to your Seattle sports tonight and through the weekend. Over to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Chris. The U.S. military has begun withdrawing troops from Afghanistan. According to the White House, fewer than 100 troops along with military equipment have been moved by aircraft to execute President Biden's order to begin the withdrawal process no later than May 1st. Contractors and U.S. workers will also be departing the country.
The Seattle Police Department is experiencing a staffing crisis after 66 more officers have left their job. According to King 5, SPD is experiencing record low employment as more than 180 sworn officers in Seattle left the department last year. Many officers have recently said their reasons for leaving include concerns from budget uncertainty and a general anti-police climate in the city. The City Council reduced policing funding in 2020 after the nationwide protesting against the police. Police Chief Adrian Diaz said he's more worried frontline officers will leave the department.
According to Cairo News, a federal lawsuit was filed against the city of Seattle today. The lawsuit stems from the death of Lorenzo Anderson in the CHOP zone last summer. The lawsuit filed on behalf of Anderson's mother alleges that city officials created a dangerous environment and that they failed to help Anderson after he was shot.
If you're planning on running some errands on Saturday, expect some road closures. Portions of Stadium Way, North Fairway Road, and Ferdinand's Lane will be closed starting at 9:30 a.m. for the special drive-through graduation.
Moscow's new food pantry, Westside Food Bank, set to open Sunday. The food pantry will be located at 730 West Pullman Road behind the Liberty Tax and Loan. Westside Food Bank will be open 7 days a week from noon to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday and noon to 4 p.m. on Sundays.
According to Pullman Radio, a man from Lind, Washington has received a prison sentence after being convicted as a major regional drug trafficker. 38-year-old Christopher Bounds was sentenced to over 26 years in federal prison this week in Idaho's U.S. District Court. In August of 2018, Bounds was arrested on 6 charges, including conspiracy to distribute meth and heroin, along with several firearms counts.
Colfax's haunted hospital ghost tours will return. According to the Whitman County Gazette, Austin and Laura Storm have purchased the St. Ignatius Hospital. You can buy your tickets for opening night at colfaxhauntedhospital.com. What could be prohibited in the U.S.?
And the wage federal contractors could be receiving coming up on Murrow News 8. The FDA is moving to ban menthol cigarettes and all flavored cigarettes within the next year. According to the CDC, smoking is the leading cause of preventable death in the United States. Menthols are the only flavored cigarettes allowed on the market right now. This could have a big impact on smoking in the country, as according to the CDC, 1/3 of all cigarettes sold in 2018 were menthols. The FDA hopes to have the ban in place within 1 year.
According to AP News, a married couple and the suspected gunman were found dead after a 13-hour standoff at a North Carolina home Wednesday. The sheriff's office said they were all members of the same family. The gunman also suspected of killing 2 deputies who were dispatched to the home Wednesday.
President Biden signed an executive order Tuesday raising the minimum wage for federal contractors to $15 an hour. According to NBC News, the current minimum wage for federal contractors is $10.95 an hour, and the raise from this amount is set to begin in January of 2022, implemented no later than March.
Let's raise the minimum wage to $15. No one working 40 hours a week, no one working 40 hours a week should live below the poverty line.
This order also hopes to raise the minimum wage for tipped employees working on federal contracts and for federal contract workers with disabilities.
This has been one of the most beautiful days in Pullman. Jake, tell us, it'll continue.
Hi, Osway. Thank you. It actually is going to continue. Spring weather is here, and it looks like summer is coming soon, even though it's not even May yet. As we look at today's forecast, the high was 76. Low is not even getting that cold. It's only 49 degrees, 7-mile-an-hour winds, pretty mild, keeping the day hot. So it was a really nice day out there today. And as we go into tomorrow's forecast, it is more of the same. 71 degrees is the high. I want you to take a look at that sunset. 7:58 p.m. We get closer to that 8 p.m. mark and closer to those long summer days. I cannot wait for those. As we head into the state map, it is more of the same. Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine is the theme. On the west side, where I'm broadcasting to you guys from, Seattle is 72 and Olympia is 73. Great weather over here. In the central part of the state, it is pretty hot, 84 and 86, mid-80s for central Washington. They are seeing summer very early. And on the eastern side, as we talked about with Pullman, is at 76, and Spokane is similar at 78 degrees. So all over the state, great weather. And as we head into the 5-cast for tomorrow, as we talked about, it's a high of 71 degrees. And for the rest of the week, it is low to mid 60s, calm, cool weather, not too hot, not too cold, sunshine all throughout the week. I want you to take a break from those finals. Everybody's been studying really hard. I know I've been studying really hard, and it's been great to be able to get out and get a walk, get my mind off things. So I want you guys to hopefully be able to do the same and enjoy that sunshine as we look at the weather here. The only thing to worry about Monday night, there is a 20% chance of rain. That is the only blip in this week's weather. Other than that, the sun is going to be out. So something to look forward to this week. And we all hope that this continues into the summer as we get closer to May and June, those summer months. I thank you guys. This is my last time on air, so I thank you guys for everything, and I send it to you guys back on the desk.
Thank you, Jake. What you can expect from the NFL Draft.
And what event you can attend this weekend. Next on Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Korea Pounds with your sports. The Seahawks got some interior defensive help today as they signed free agent defensive tackle Robert Nikondiche to a contract. Former first-round pick now joins the Seahawks after having a brief stint in Miami and 2 seasons in Arizona. Nikum Diche is brought into the defensive line that had some holes to fill after the Seahawks released Jerron Reed, even though they did bring back Poona Ford and Al Woods. The number 16 ranked WC women's rowing team heads back to Pullman to face Oregon State on Saturday in their last home race before the Pac-12 championships. Fans can attend the race at the YYY Landing this Saturday, and it is senior day for those WC women's rowing players on the team. The team is coming off a strong performance in the Big Ten Invitational and looks to end the season strong. The Seattle Mariners lost Game 3 of the series against the Astros last night, but won a defensive 1-0 game earlier today. An 8th inning collapse last night cost the game for the Mariners, allowing the Astros to come back and score 4 unanswered runs to win. In today's matchup, a 1-hit, 7-strikeout performance from Yusei Kikuchi sealed the game for the Mariners. The only run scored came from a solo shot from Taylor Trammell in the 3rd inning. The Mariners return home tomorrow to start a 3-game series against the Los Angeles Angels. Former Heisman winner and NFL quarterback Tim Tebow is making a comeback in the NFL, but not at the QB position. Tebow attended a tryout today hosted by the Jacksonville Jaguars and worked out at the tight end position. After his brief baseball stint, it seems Tebow is trying to return to the league for the first time since 2012 when he was with the New York Jets. If he is signed, it will be the return of Tebowing in the NFL. And speaking of the NFL, the moment all NFL fans have been waiting for has arrived as the NFL draft kicked off today. As the offseason storylines about the draft have officially come to an end as the draft begins. Seahawks will have to wait, like Chris said, until tomorrow to see who they will pick, but the first round did start today, and we already have 2 picks off the board. The Jacksonville Jaguars took Trevor Lawrence with their first overall pick, and the Jets took Zach Wilson with the 2nd overall pick so far. But the draft continues throughout the night. Thanks, guys. Back to you guys at the desk.
What are people celebrating today?
Find out next on Murrow News 8.
It feels like no matter where you look, the state of the world's getting worse. Oceans full of plastic, an endless amount of waste, an impossible task ahead of fixing our beloved planet. But change can't happen if you do nothing. So here's where you should start. Reduce. Why? Because Americans produce more than 200 million tons of waste every year, and you don't want to add to that. Reuse. Why? Because reusing and repurposing cuts back on unnecessary waste, and it gives things a chance at new life. Recycle. Why? Because recycling creates jobs. It helps our community and it helps our planet. And after doing all this, what will we be left with? We'll be left with a planet that will slowly start to heal.
Get your groove on because today is International Dance Day. International Dance Day was first celebrated in 1982 to mark the birthday of the creator of ballet. International Dance Day is celebrated to spread the message of the benefits of dance, bring people together. Now, Ava, are you a good dancer?
No, not one bit. As much as I try to be, I actually don't try whatsoever. That's a lie. I don't try. I just own it that I'm bad, and I have a good time anyway.
Oh, I'm so bad too. I'm in the same boat. But anyways, thanks everyone for watching. More news can be found at nwpb.org/MN8.
You can always catch us on our YouTube channel as well. Go out there and have that sunshine. Nope, enjoy that sunshine. Have a great night.